on down an evening slow, trying to bury my name with a fool's last hope. Sky burned orange like a half-told lie, wind crawling mean across a mountainside. My breath calling from the roads I sin, whiskey heat fighting the cold night wind. I spat in the dirt, cigarette in its past, hoped that stone would break me free at last. But it didn't fall like a weight cut loose, should've once like it refused. And slow as truth in a guilty man's chest, it rolled back up, fighting gravity like it wouldn't rest. I whispered, help, you follow me now. Wind blew sharp like it answers somehow. Dust rose up like a judgment call, shadow stretching tall behind it all. If the stone comes back, then I won't run either, standing tall in the dirt like a born believer. If weight climbs up, he'll meet my wrong, then I'll brace myself and push along. Yeah, I've been corrupt, wore sin like leather, love too wild to hold things together. If the stone returns, then I rise to meet it with a broken spine, but I won't retreat it. I walked toward town near a quarter moon's light, rusty windmill clacking through the silent night. She leaned by the fence with her coat pulled tight, eyes burning deep like she knew my fight. You look on and she said real slow, as if she read every bruise I'd show. Her pen and sweat in the barren breeze, echoing truths. I dropped to my knees, I told her that stone rolled back for me. She said, boy, maybe that's how it's meant to be. Some things return cause they ain't done yet, debts unpaid, always come collect. I picked up that stone, pressed it to my chest, felt warm fries up where I've been depressed. She whispered, you think pain rewrites your tale? I grab no good, that damn keeps me from fail. When I load through the canyon bed, like a wounded beast wanting me to mend. If the stone climb back through the dirt I threw, then I'll climb with it till the night turns blue. I walk through shadows that tried to claim, but the rolling weight kept calling my name. No mercy given, no angels near, just grit and the truth I've learned to fear. If the stone stays loyal when I fall apart, then I rise with heat in my outlaw heart. So I plant my boots where the cold winds crawl, back straight strong like a man's recall. If the stone returns, then I won't run either, I'll meet my fate, standing harder, deeper, standing harder, deeper. I dropped to my knees neath a deadwood tree, bones in my back humming misery. Dust crawled in with a copper bruise, sky leaning heavy like it had bad news. My brain thin from the fights I lost, so frostbit by the damn I caused. I leaned on dirt, ready to give in, tired of dragging my own damn sin. But a brittle branch bowed down real slow, touched my shoulder with a ghost-like glow. Didn't snap, didn't fall apart, it held me up like it filled my heart. I muttered, hell, even you live me now. When it's back like it answered somehow. Shadow stretched long like a pointed hand, pushing me up when I meant to stand. If a dead branch can lift me, I'll rise heavier than before, standing tall where I once hit the floor. Yeah, weakness helps me find my spine, and I bear my weight like a straight divine. Yeah, I've been corrupt, wore guilt, real steady, and love too wild and bled for ready. If a dead branch lives, then so will I, and laying down till the day I die. Road dust, stars speaking out like they lost their trust. She stood by a fence with her hair pulled back, eyes sharp as truth on a sinner's track. You look broken, she said real low, as if she saw every bruise I don't show. A pendant swung like a prayer half born, catching moonlight cold as a thorn. I told her a dead branch held me tonight. She said, boy, maybe you've forgotten your fight. Sometimes the weak things teach you weight. Maybe that tree knew your damn fate. I snapped off that branch, pressed it to my chest. Felt something stir, I'd long repressed. She whispered, think pain makes you whole. I said no, but it damn wakes my soul. Wind curled me down the canyon spine, calling my name like a judge's line. If a dead branch holds on to the dirt I chose, then I'm rise through the way till the whole truth shows. I've staggered through nights meant to split me apart, but that brittle limb struck fire in my heart. No preacher singing, no sweet relief, just grit and sin and a newfound belief. If the weak can live what I let fall, then I'll stand back up like I owe them all. So I plant my boots by the dead one's grace, raise my chin in the wind's embrace. If a dead branch lives, then damn sure I will too. Heavier than before, and born brand new. Found that mirror in a room half dead, dust thick enough to choke what's said. Boards creak low under outlaw boots, carrying sins like heavy roots. Lamplight shook on the cracked up wall, shadows crawling along like they meant to fall. He wiped that glass with a dirt-stained sleeve, expecting the same old man he couldn't believe. But the mirror didn't show the man he'd been, showed him taller, sharp around a grin. Eyes like fire, learning how to stay a stronger self he never lived to play. He muttered, hell, is that supposed to be me? Went through the cracks, his back quietly. The mirror held firm like a preacher's aim, calling his future out by name. If his future shows up first, he'll walk to meet it. Ain't ducking truth or trying to cheat it. Glass don't lie when it wants him grown, showing the spine he should've always owned. Yeah, he's been corrupt, wore guilt like leather, made bad nights last longer than weather. If his future shows up first, he'll walk to meet it. Standing tall where the weak retreated. He stepped outside with a neon bled, bar signs humming like the half-lost dead. She leaned by the railing, smoking a ride, looking through him like a truth gone dry. You look shaken, she said, with a razor tune. Silver cross glowing cold in the moon. He showed her the mirror, asked, what do you see? She whispered, a man you ain't dead to be. Wind kicked dust like a restless crime, pushing him closer to the edge of time. A voice cut deep, you want that face, then fight your past in this damn place. He drew his knife with a steady pull, scratched a line on the glass like a broken rule. Blood from his thumb smeared red along, turn a judgment into a vow half strong. Mirror glow pale like it felt his mark, reflecting the man pulling out of the dark. If the mirror shows a future carved in light, he'll rise through the dirt and claim that sight. He stared down nights that stole his name, but now he's walking toward that flame. No choir singing, no easy grace, just a man rebuilding this damn place. If truth steps forward before he's ready, he'll brace his boots and hold that steady. He plants his stance where the cold winds lean, eyes locked firm on the man he's seen. If his future shows up first, he'll walk to meet it. Head unbowed and soul undefeated. I found that rope behind an old barn wall. Frayed up ends like they lived through a fall. Night settled in with a copper glow. Coyotes laughing like they knew my soul. My hands were numb from the fights I'd lost. Sin hanging heavy like a winter frost. I grabbed that rope, said one last time, ready to cut loose the man I've been trying to deny. But when I bent low to pull the slack, the rope jerked tight, snapped straight back. Didn't make a noose like I meant it to. Made a fist instead, like it swung at truth. I whispered down, you're stopping me now. Wind rush sharp like it answers somehow. My shadow leaned long on a dusty ground, pushing me up when I meant to stay down. If fate pulls tight on the night I touched, then I ain't cutting nothing. I bled enough. If rope wants hold where I tried to break, then I'll face my goals for my own damn sake. Yeah, I've been corrupt, more darkness steady. Broke good hearts, cause I wasn't ready. If fate ties a knot when I try to quit, then I'll rise right up and answer it. I walked toward town where the lantern swayed, dust blowing gold in a crosswinds play. She stood beneath the half-lit sign, black dress holding the shape of a line. I crossed before and feared again. Wild love sharp enough to skin a man. Thought you left, she said, real fast, smoking slow with a gaze that cut deep at that. I told her the rope ties shut on me. She said, boy, maybe that's who you're bound to be. Her silver chain glowed under neon bleed, like a vow that refused to concede. I wrapped that rope tight around my scarred up wrist, left splinters bite like a judgment I'd miss. She whispered, pain ain't proof of right. I said no, but it keeps me in the fight. Wind curled near with a preacher's tone, tugging my name like it wanted it known. If that rope locked up when I tried to sever, then I'm standing tall, quitting ever. I've stared down eyes meant to split me apart, but that tight knot dragged fire from my heart. I ain't begging mercy, ain't seeking grace, just claiming my ground in this outlaw place. If fate grabs hold, it'll pull that rough, then I answer strong, cause I'm built from tougher stuff. So I plant my boots where the dust runs thin, let the cold wind judge the man I've been. If fate ties a knot I ain't meant to cut, I'll rise again. Unbroken blood, true, stood up. Stood up. Across the flats at 3:15. Desert burning quiet like a long-held plea. Boot prints sang in the rust-red sand, each one heavy as the sins on his hands. He spotted a skull half buried near a dune, white as bone bleached truth on the sun at noon. Thought it was nothing, just dead laying still, a relic the desert kept against its will. But when he passed by, hat brim low, wind threw a whisper through his hollow glow, and the skull turned slow like it had a right, pointing his gaze straight through his fight. He muttered, "Hell, you watching me now?" Wind pushed back like it answered somehow. Sand curled up round his boots like shame, carving his fears in the shape of his name. If the dead still judge him, he better rise worthy. Stand in the dust, take the hit, walk sturdy. Ghosts don't blink when they call your bluff. They stare till a man decides he's had enough. Yeah, he been corrupt, war, darkness, loyal, left cold tracks on sacred soul. If the dead still judge him, he better rise worthy. Face his truth where the night turns dirty. He walked toward town, across a gravel ridge, old chapel door hanging off its hinge. A woman in black leaned near the steps, eyes fierce enough to read what's kept. "You look hunted," she said, with a quiet burn, as if she knew why he didn't turn. Her silver locket swung in the dying light, reflecting guilt sharper than a drawn-out fight. He told her a skull turned just to stare. She said, "Boy, the dead don't care about lies you tell them, ask you where they judge the soul you still won't bear." Wind slipped past with a gravel hiss, sound like a warning he couldn't dismiss. He drew his blade with a slow short pull, cut his thumb till the red ran full. She whispered, "You think pain makes you right?" He said, "No, but it damn sparks the fire." He pressed that blood on the locket's face, claiming a vow he once misplaced. Wind roared loud from the canyon's edge, and the skull still watched from the desert dredge. If the dead turn around just to call him back, then he'll step on fear till the heretic cracks. He's walked through sins that bent his spine, but he's setting them straight one line at a time. No choir singing, no mercy's kiss, just the grit of a man the desert won't miss. If the dead still judge him, he'll rise in kind, with dust on his boots and a steel set mind. He squares his stance in the cold dawn's glare, wind cutting truth through the outlaw air. If the dead weren't worthy, then he'll stand tall, ready to face their gaze and not fall. Not fall. my name into a midnight ridge, thinking the dark would bury that bridge. Sky hung crooked like a drunk old crown, wind dragging dust through a ghost town sound. Boots sunk deep where the sand blew thin, carrying sins I ain't washing my skin. I spat in the dirt, said to hell with me, trying to kill the man I used to be. Then the wind rolled back with a wild sharp bite, threw my name at my back like a thrown down light. Hit me hard from the canyon's throat, clear as a verdict, the judge might quote. I muttered, damn, you calling me still. Wind snapped back like it meant my will. Cold air crawled up my spine like fate, pushing me toward what I couldn't negate. If the wind calls me back, then I'll answer standing. Ain't bowing to nothing I ain't understanding. Dust on my boots, blood on my name. I've wrestled the night till it burned in flame. Yeah, I've been corrupt, wore darkness proud, walked through hell like I own that crowd. If the wind calls me back, then I'll answer standing. Face to the storm, no running, no landing. I walked to town along a dried up creek, lantern swinging like they feared to speak. She stood near the well with a half-lit smile, eyes like storms that had walked a mile. Your face looks haunted, she said real low, like she knew the parts I didn't show. Her rosary chain caught the moon's blue wave, glittering sharp like a vow I'd break. I told her wind, shouted back my name. She answered, boy, that ain't the same. That's the world reminding what you left behind. You better go claim the pieces of your mind. I cut my thumb with a pocket blade, let blood drip hard on the stone she laid. She whispered, think hurt's gonna make you right. I said no, but it damn keeps me in a fight. Wind whipped hard through the chapel gate, echoed my name like it carried my fate. If the wind drank my name from the dark I chose, then I'll meet that call before the cold wind blows. I've stared down sins that tried to bend my spine, but I carved my truth where the dust draws line. No preacher praying, no angels plead, just a storm in the trail and the pull I heed. If the wind brings back what I tried to hide, then I rise like a man with a steel-made pride. So I brace my stance with gravel in my teeth, that pull low, heart beating underneath. If the wind wants me walking that road again, I'll go stand tall, 'cause I was born to face the wind. You snuff the candle out in a rented room, thinking darkness might match your doom. Walls smell the sweat, dust and regret, same old ghost you ain't buried yet. You sat on the floor with your back to the night, hoping silence would drown the fight. Smoke curled thin like a dying thought, rising slow from the flame you shot. But just when you figured the dark was fed, a spark kicked back from the smoke you shed. Flame shot up mean from a breath half dead, burning hotter than the words you never said. You muttered, damn, you you ain't supposed to burn, but that little flame refused to learn. It flickered sharp like it called you out, holding your name in its tiny shout. If a dying spark climbs back from nothing, then you sure as hell ain't built for running. Fire don't lie when it chooses to rise. It shows a man what he tries to disguise. Yeah, you've been corrupt, war trouble proud, spoke too rough, lived too loud. But if daylight fights, then so will you. Stand up tall, burn clean, break through. Outside where the cold wind bites, sand blowing slow in the copper lights. A woman leaned firm on a busted rail, eyes sharp enough to split your tail. Thought you quit, she said with a half smirk grin, reading your guilt like a practice sin. Her cigarette glowed like a devil's oath, painting your face in a trousseau glow. You told her flame rose back from smoke. She said, boy, that's your promise you broke. Her silver chain swung in the barren breeze, ringing like bells from forgotten pleas. You struck a match, dragged it across your thumb, let your blood hiss warm when the spark came numb. She whispered, think pain can make you clean. You growled, no, but it damn keeps me keen. You held that smoke flame close to your chest, feeling your heartbeat match its unrest. That flame rose back when you killed its breath, and you ain't made for an easy death. Smoke turned fire just to call your name, so stand your ground, answer that flame. You've walked through nights that should have taken you home, but that little spark clung tight to your soul. Not talking mercy, not saving grace, just the fire you need to reclaim your place. So lift your chin with the desert in your lungs, let the truth hit hard like a preacher's tongue. If a dying light climbs out of its smoke, then you rise with it, unbent, unbroke. Reach for a thorn on a dying bush, just trying to see if the world could push. Dawn crawled pale across the canyon rim, painting the dirt like it judged him grim. His fingers trembled from the nights he'd lost, whiskey-stained sins he never could wash. He pressed that thorn down, waiting for pain, but what came next felt old as his name. The thorn twisted sharp like it had a will, drove deeper in the part he tried to kill. Blood warmed up fast on his weathered hand, not just hurt, but memories taking command. He muttered, hell, you remembering me? Wind swept by like a ghost decree. The thorn gleamed red with a wordless plea, dragging him back to what he used to be. If that thorn drew blood just to wake him, then he's standing up no matter what it takes him. Pain ain't nothing but a door he walked through, showing the truth he already
like a promise to keep. A woman leans still by a rusted fence, eyes dark as truth, sharp and tense. You look haunted, she said, real low, as if she knew what he couldn't show. Her rosary chain caught the morning blaze, reflecting the weight of his outlaw days. He told her, a thorn cut me awake. She said, boy, some wounds are meant to take. Her voice slid close like a blade half drawn, carving his guilt into something strong. He pressed his thumb hard on that thorn again, let blood drip slow on the desert sand. She whispered, you think hurt can make you whole? He growled, no, but it damn sure stirs a soul. Wind kicked us like a truth unveiled, as if the land agreed with the vow he made. If that thorn drew blood just to wake him, then death itself ain't enough to shake him. He's walked through shadows that meant to drown, but he's coming back up, boots firm on the ground. No choir singing, no angels bending, just a man in the trail. He's done a man, and if a thorn remembers the oath he made, then he'll climb out of every grave he laid. Yeah. He squares his stance with the dust still warm, storm in his chest, fire taking form. If that thorn reached out just to claim his name, he'll rise clean, and he'll rise aflame. Whoa! I found a busted chain lying cold in the sand, two rusty links shivering apart like a shamed old man. Wind crawled soft through the canyon's throat, carving my sins in the dust like a half-lost note. My hands were numb from the fights I'd picked, knuckles split open, old blood turned thick. I reached down slow, thinking nothing of it, just metal and dirt and a life I'd quit. But when my shadow fell across that break, those links slid closer like the ground was awake. Clicked together one sharp as truth, sounded like judgment from my wasted youth. I whispered, hell, you mending yourself now? Wind brushed past like it answered somehow. The earth felt close like it knew my track. All the ways I cracked and never came back. If steel can close a wound I made, then I damn sure ain't dying the same. If metal remembers what it lost, I'll pay my price, whatever the cost. Yeah, I was corrupt, wore darkness proud, spoke too loud, lived too loud. But if steel can close a gap I split, then I'm standing up, ain't running from it. Walked into town around 1:15, neon flicker fighting the setting sun. She leaned on the bar rail smoking a laugh, eyes like fire looking clean through my past. You look worse, she said with a crooked grin, same damn trouble, same damn sin. A silver pendant music off the jukebox glow, highlighting every truth I never could show. I told her a chain fixed itself in the dust. She said, boy, maybe you ain't built to rust. Voice soft, sharp like a blade half bent, cut through the lie that my backbone spent. I took out my knife, sliced my thumb clean, let blood hit the chain like a vow unseen. She asked, you think pain makes you whole? I said no, but it damn well keeps me in control. The metal warmed up like it felt my claim, like the steel itself whispered my name. If steel locked shut on the path I broke, then I ain't living life as a half-spent ghost. If those links can hold where I came undone, then I'll meet my past standing face on, no run. I should have buried my breath, but that chain said rise in the mouth of death. Not talking angels, not preaching grace, just a man reclaiming his goddamn place. So I square my stance, dust cutting my throat, shoulders back like I earned this coat. If that chain closed up, then I'm staying fit, alive, unbroken, and born to commit.
He walked out that bar with a neon cross on it, floor smelling like bourbon and bad luck running. Sun going down like a rusted crown, boots hitting gravel with a long slow sound. Head pulled low, jaw tight as a wire, hands still shaking from whiskey and fire. He said, I'm leaving, I swear I'm done, but the street knew better than any. Shadow slid long on the cracked black street, got there first with a dead rose meat. Didn't fall behind like a good dog, stepped out front like it carried his thoughts. Wind stirred us like a churchyard curse, past sins walking in reverse. He muttered, get back, don't you lead on me. But that shadow moved slow. Come, hold it. Cross on the hill started swaying small, sounding like bones in a chapel fall. Every step he took, that dark stayed bold, pouring down a road where the truth got told. If his shadow leads, he'll follow the truth of it. Boots in the dust where excuses never fit. Blood on his hands like a broken sacrament. Every mile carved out a quiet testament. Yeah, he lived corrupt, wore sin like a second skin, but the dark kept dragging him back to where it began. If his shadow leads, he'll follow the truth of it, 'cause the only way out is to walk straight through the sin. Midnight hit near that old white church, cross on the roof doing a half-dead lurch. Hymn pages blowing across the gravel lot, verses about grace that the people forgot. She leaned on a Chevy under motel light, black dress tight like a funeral night. Eyes wild red from too long waiting, love like a bullet she never quit aiming. She smirked, you running again or you stand tonight? Ash from her smoke glow, devil bright. He stared at a booth in the dirt at his feet, where shadow and her slowly tangled to meet. Old gun deals, blood debts, motel sins, all whispered back in the desert wind. Silver cross on her neck, caught the neon glare, shining like a warning or a dare. He
Pulled his knife, cut his palm real slow, let the red drip down where the wild weeds grow. She whispered, boy, you can't fake fate. Tear hanging steady on her heat-worn face. He pressed that blood to her steel cross chain. Said if I pay for my sins, I'll carry the blame. His shadow bowed low by the spill at his boot, drinking his guilt straight down to the root. If his shadow leads, he'll follow the truth of it. Boots on the road where alibis don't fit. Blood on his hands turns a hard red covenant, drawing out a line he cannot run again. Yeah, it's been corrupt, wore sin like iron skin, but the dark won't leave till he lets the light walk in. Now dawn bleeds pale on the cracked dry ground. Town in his back, no choir, no crown. He don't beg heaven, don't curse the night a bit, just tips his hat low. If my shadow leaves, I'll follow the truth of it. Shadow out front, long black, tungsten thin, pouring down the future, he ain't sure he'll win. A man in his darkness, walk the same road down, not saved, just awake enough to stand his ground. I was sitting on the back step, night hanging heavy like a noose on my neck. Ashtray full of half-smoked chance, Bible somewhere but I lost the text. Hands still stained from dirty money, heart still humming with motel scenes. Whole damn life felt rusty shut, like a door that wouldn't swing again. I dug down in my pocket for a lighter, pulled out that old cross instead. Cold steel on a busted chain, gift from a past I thought was dead. I touched it just to prove that faith was gone and hope was fake, but the metal burned hot under my fingers like a mad hot wide awake. I hissed, what the hell you doing? You're just ironing no sweat, but that heat crawled up my fingers like it wasn't done with me yet. Somewhere in that glow I heard, not in words but in my chest, you've been lying to yourself, boy, you ain't finished with this test. If faith burns cold, then let me burn with it. If that cross can blaze without a flame, then I ain't quitting. I'm crooked, I'm stained, I'm far from innocent, but if there still heats for me, I ain't done yet. So I clenched it in my fist and said through my teeth like a smoking gun, if faith burns cold, let me burn with it till it's done. That cross once hung on mama's neck, back when I still came home on time. She said you can walk through hell, my boy, but don't let hell walk through your mind. Later on, some wild-eyed woman wore it tangled in my sheets. She said you're my favorite sin and my hardest prayer to keep. I left them both with doors half open, promises half buried in dust. Traded love and every sermon for a pocket full of poison trust. Now this little piece of metal knew more truth than I could hold, so I dragged its edge across my palm, watch a thin red line unfold. I let the blood smear on that cross like a deal I couldn't die. Looked up at that empty sky and growled, alright God, you watching this or not? You watching this or not? You watching this or not? Blood and steel began to mingle, hot and cold in my closed hand. I heard my own voice answer back, low and rough like a guilty man. You ain't scared of burning, you just scared of what you'd be if you ever stood up sober in the light you claim you can't see. If faith burns cold, then I'm gonna burn with it. That cross heats up in a dead man's hand, I ain't gonna quit it. I'm corrupted, paid in sin, but I ain't laying down just yet. If iron still believes in me, I'll match its heat, I'll pay that debt. So I wrapped the chain around my fist, felt the metal bite like truth inside, and told the dog in front of me, if faith burns cold, I'll rise and burn beside it. I won't hide. Singing, just a night that knows my crime. But I stood up with that cross still burning, and for once I didn't lie this time. I dropped to my knees in a patch of sand, cold dust crawling up my calloused hands. Said if I disappear, no soul will weep. Let the ground take me down 6 inches deep. Wind whipped sharp across my jaw, like a judge reminding me of every flaw. The desert held still like a loaded gun, watching me shiver from the deeds I'd done. I pressed my palms to the stubborn soil, hurting from years of wasted toil. But the earth turned hard beneath my weight, pushing me back like refusing fate. I muttered, hell, ain't you taking me in? Ground trembled low like rejecting my sin. Dust rose slow like a warning breath, pulling me back from the edge of death. If the ground rejects my fall, I'll stand on it. Ain't dying small, ain't quitting bit by bit. If the dirt won't claim my bones tonight, then I'll climb back up and earn my right. Yeah, corruption's crawled through my blood too long, but the earth said live, so I'll prove it wrong. If the ground rejects my fall, knows my call. I stagger toward town by the railroad tracks, moon hanging low like it watched my back. Saw an old preacher leaning by the gate, eyes like fire chasing down my fate. He said, "Boy, you look half dug in." I said, "Yeah, been battling dirt and sin." He tapped his Bible with a crooked grin. As long as earth refuses you, you ain't ending. I scooped up soil, let it fall again. Felt every grain like confessing pain. Whispered, "If you wanted me gone tonight, why'd you hold firm instead of taking my life?" He said, "Son, ground don't swallow the ones meant to pay. It keeps them walking the longer way. Wind kicked us like a sacred sign, drawing a circle I knew was meant. If the earth pushed back when I begged to sink, then I'll rise with weight that forces me to think. I've carried guilt like a second skin, but the dirt refused, so I fight again. Ain't no grave calling out my name tonight. Ain't no darkness holding down my life. If the earth won't take me, then I ain't done. I'll stand tall in the face of what I've become. If the ground rejects my fall, then I rise on. Faith burning hotter than the sins I've harmed, and I'll walk this land till the desert knows I stand here. 'Cause the earth said no. 'Cause the earth said no. I dropped to my knees in a patch of sand, cold dust crawling up my calloused hands. Said if I disappear, no soul will we. Let the ground take me down, 6 inches deep. Wind whipped sharp across my jaw like a judge reminding me of every flaw. The desert held still like a loaded gun, watching me shiver from the deeds I'd done. I pressed my palms to the stubborn soil, hurting from years of wasted toil. But the earth turned hard beneath my weight, pushing me back like refusing fate. I muttered, "Hell, ain't you taking me in?" Ground trembled low like rejecting my sin. Dust roll slow like a warning breath, pulling me back from the edge of death. If the ground rejects my fall, I'll stand on it. Ain't dying small, ain't quitting bit by bit. If the dirt won't claim my bones tonight, then I'll climb back up and earn my right. Yeah, corruption's crawled through my blood too long, but the earth said live, so I prove it wrong. If the ground rejects my fall, then I rise till the desert knows my call. Toward town by the railroad tracks, moon hanging low like it watched my back. Saw an old preacher leaning by the gate, eyes like fire chasing down my fate. He said, "Boy, you look half dug in." I said, "Yeah, been battling dirt and sin." He tapped his Bible with a crooked grin. As long as earth refuses you, you ain't ending. I scooped up soil, let it fall again. Felt every grain like confessing pain. Whispered, "If you wanted me gone tonight, why'd you hold firm instead of taking my life?" He said, "Son, ground don't swallow the ones meant to pay. It keeps them walking the longer way. Wind kicked dust like a sacred sign, drawing a circle I knew was mine." If the earth pushed back when I beg to sink, then I'll rise with weight that forces me to think. I carry guilt like a second skin, but the dirt refused, so I fight again. Ain't no grave calling out my name tonight. Ain't no darkness holding down my light. If the earth won't take me, then I ain't done. I'll stand tall in the face of what I become. If the ground rejects my fall, then I'll rise unarmed. Faith burning hotter than the sins I've harmed. And I'll walk this land till the desert knows I'll stand here 'cause the earth said no. I knelt down close to a half-dead flame. Dust on my boots, shaming my name. Night hung heavy on the canyon rim. Cold as the truth, I kept locked within. I spread my hand to snuff it out, thinking quiet might drown my doubt. Skin felt brittle from the roads I crossed, carrying sins I ain't yet lost. But that flame slipped through my fingers fast, dodged my touch like it meant to last, then rose up tall with a hissing sound, like it knew I tried to put it down. I muttered, damn, you fighting me now. Wind curled sharp like it answered somehow. Smoke swirled up like a preacher's breath, pushing me back from flirting with death. If the flame fights back, I'll fight harder, standing tall in the dirt like a born survivor. If I find life when I try to end it, then hell, I learn to rise and defend it. Yeah, I've been corrupt, walk guilt like hide. Love too wild for the truth to hide. If the flame fights back, then so will I, burning brighter than the fear I deny. I walk to a town where the road runs thin. Lanterns flickering like they lost their grin. She leaned on the porch with a match in hand, eyes like coals that could scorch the land. You look haunted, she said real slow, as if she knew the burn in my shadow. Her silver pendant caught a sliver of light, glinting sharp like the edge of night. I told her the flame pushed back tonight. She said, boy, maybe it knows you fight. Some fires flare up when you're caving in, maybe it rose to wake your skin. I lit that match she held so near, pressed it to my palm with a lack of fear. She whispered, pain won't make you whole. I said no, but it damn stirs up my soul. Wind roared low like a ritual chant, carrying truth I couldn't recant. If the flame rose strong when I tried to kill, then I'll rise with it through sheer damn will. I've walked through nights that claimed my breath, but that stubborn spark dragged me from death. No saints watching, no tender grace, just a man confronting his rightful place. If the flame don't yield when my faith runs thin, then I'll burn forward with fire under my skin. So I plant my stance where the shadows land, heat crawling up through my calloused hand. If the flame fights back, I'll fight harder still, till the dark learns my will. stepped out late where the cedar thins, night hanging low like it counted sins. Sky was bruised with a moon half dead, cold wind on at the thoughts in my head. My boots dragged quiet through the gravel dirt, back sore, breath gone. Pride heard, then from the dark came a wild low growl, raised my skin like a churchyard howl. Through a knot of shade, teeth flashing wide like a judgment made. I stood there still, not brave, just want no strength left to outrun the storm. I whispered, do it, I ain't got much more. Wind hissed back through the canyon floor. The wolf stepped close with a fire in his chest and stopped like it saw something blessed. If the wild fears my fire, better learn to carry it. Ain't no use lying about the flame I inherit. If a beast steps back when he smells my name, then there's something in me I gotta reclaim. Yeah, I've been corrupt, won't sin like leather. Love too rough to hold things together. If the wild fears my fire, then I'll stand near it. Rise in the dark and damn sure steer it. I walk toward town where the night gets thin. Lamp lights coughing like they're giving in. She stood by the well with a shadow grin, hair pulled tight, reading my skin. You look, honey, she said real slow, as if she'd seen where I dared not go. Her locket shined like a tiny flame, catching the truth I failed to name. I told her wolf backed off tonight. She said, boy, maybe it's all you're right. Some fires burn low when you're sick with doubt, but the wild don't blink when it's trying you out. I cut my palm with a rust-worn blade, let blood drip red where the wolf had stayed. She whispered, think pain's your holy spark. I said no, but it damn lights up the dark. Wind curled mean round the canyon bend, howling my name like it meant to mend. If the wild step them back from the burn I hold, then I'll rise through the night with my backbone bold. I walk through shadows that tried to drown, but that wolf's all fire I've been keeping down. No saints watching, no easy grace, just the grit of a man reclaiming his place. If a beast shows fear where I felt none, then I'll walk forward like a rightful son. I'll set my boots where the cold winds bite, eyes lit sharp in the outlaw night. If the wild fears my fire, then I'll carry it higher. Walk in the dark with a born again fire.